Brian Mbeumo has made Manchester United his topmost priority. Of course, the attacker from Brentford who has been terrorizing English football for the past 2, 3 seasons now. Manchester United are keen on making that signing, Brian Mbeumo from Brentford United, and it bothers me, or I I find it difficult to comprehend with the fact that Manchester United, despite the fact that they are going through their worst period in their history, are still able to convince players like Matheus Cunha, who just recently confirmed his departure from Wolverhampton Wanderers to Manchester United, and now Brian Mbeumo beating the likes of Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal to the signature of this young man. The young man has said, Manchester United is the place I want to go to. Now I ask myself, how is Manchester United still pulling out this kind of transfers? It tells you one thing: they are still a big club no matter what. Manchester United is a big force to reckon with. Anywhere Manchester United dey, endorsement deals they come in. It brings about fans because this is a club from England with the highest fan base in England and probably outside the shores of England too as well. I know they have a very huge fan base here in Nigeria, and Manchester United fans are, if you count one, two, 3%, inside that three you count two or possibly all of them are Manchester United fans. This is to tell you how big their fan base is in Nigeria, back over there in London, back over there in England, and all over the world. So Manchester United are keen on making the signing Brandon Mbeumo from Brentford United. Of course, he said he has made it his top priority to go to Manchester United, despite the fact that they will be playing any Champions League football or Europa football or Conference League football. He wants to move to Manchester United. He wants to make that move. Would it be possible? Of course, the release clause in his contract is over £60 million, and Brentford are looking to even increase that transfer fee from 60 to probably 65, 70, 75. They're trying to frustrate Manchester United, but I tell you this: when a big club wants a player, they go for that player. When they want a player, they'll go for it. If Manchester United really want to turn around the fortune of the club, Brentford, Brian Mbeumo is another player you need to put in the team. Imagine in Brentford, Brian Mbeumo in the team. You have an Amad Diallo that did very well and still very young and still going to do more. You have Matheus Cunha, who just moved from Wolverhampton Wanderers to Manchester United. You have the likes of Bruno Fernandes and possibly getting a striker. Of course, we hear that Rasmus Højlund, he's going to leave the club this summer, and Inter Milan are keen to make that move possible. They are pushing for that deal. And Manchester United fans all over the globe are pushing for that, are hoping that this deal pulls through because they want to see the young man out of the team. After moving from Atlanta to Manchester United, he's been a shadow of himself. He's been the opposite side of whatever he promised by making that move from Atlanta to Manchester United. The young man finding the back of the net became a nightmare for him. Something he was doing at Atlanta, got to Manchester United, and everything just died off almost instantly. Almost instantly. And that transfer news we're going to be talking about is Osimhen. Osimhen, we've been hearing the news making the rounds lately that Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia are pushing to make his signing, and they offered him a mouth-watering salary of over 35 million euros per season. Will he make that move? We don't know. We also heard some few hours ago in the earlier hours of today that Liverpool are also in the race to sign Victor Osimhen from Napoli. Of course, he left Napoli and pitched his tent to Galatasaray on loan. On loan was that move. But now the season has ended. His romance with Galatasaray seems to have come to an end. Al Hilal seems to be the only club pushing because they can cover his wage demands. But Liverpool also in the mix too. And Liverpool, of course, we hear they've increased their bid from 110 million euros to 130 million euros for the services of Florian Wirtz from Bayern Leverkusen. Of course, that's a huge amount of money if you ask me. And Florian Wirtz is a good player, but does he really worth that amount? That I can't tell, but one thing is for sure: the young man is a good player, and Liverpool are looking to make that signing very, very, very quick as possible. After confirming the signing of Jeremy Frimpong from Bayern Leverkusen, they also want to get his teammates in the person of Florian Wirtz from Bayern Leverkusen. Oh, can Liverpool make the signing? Can they make the signing? We don't know. Of course, we keep hearing the news making the round lately that Victor Gyökeres of Sporting Lisbon might be on his way to Arsenal Football Club. We don't know how possible it is, but we've been hearing the news making the rounds. The only problem in these days is that Arsenal seems to be a selfish club. They want to get good players for cheap amount, which is not possible. I don't see a reason why you'll be spending over 100 million buying a defensive midfielder, and when you want to go and sign a striker who is very prolific in front of goal, who is very potent in front of goals, and you want to price him very cheap. Can Arsenal make that signing? We don't know. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. God bless you. Do make sure to comment, like, and share. God bless you. Thank you.